To be quite truthful, I kind of like having the angle right here, but the lighting, I still need to perfect that. But anyways, I called it. Basically next week we're back with the other half of Season 9. But for the moment being, we have a EQG special. And this one from what I hear was leaked or aired early, I think. I don't remember because there was like some sort of upload on YouTube or whatever of Sunset being smacked in the rear by an oar by Rainbow Dash, and I didn't know whether or not that was a fan animation that was almost too close to the show or just an early airing. But it had me fooled, and it wasn't until this airing here on Discovery Family that it made me think that. But anyways, this is a new special. Let's just, take a look at it. And, of course, see how it all is. Well, that was a special. The one thing that pretty much I noticed as soon as it began, at least by the second act or whatever, it's like I knew off the bat that this plot they have going on is almost similar to what's happened in movies and whatnot. There's like, you may have heard a few of these films before, like Groundhog Day or Edge of Tomorrow, or one of the more recent ones that uses this repeating the same day over and over trope, Happy Death Day. They applied to this, and after some given time, it was a modest Equestria Girls special. Again, this series, this sort of partial spin-off franchise that Friendship is Magic has been like a load of mixed bags for everyone. Half the fandom hates it, the other half is one they don't like, but there were a few of those that are mixed, like in the middle of the like and hatred. Now, I've stated before many years ago when I did my review on Equestria Girls, at least the first film from many years ago, like 2014, so that's over about 4 to 5 years now, that while the first film was really mixed, it still at least was enjoyable. It's the same studio, the same cast, just a different layout, and it'd take a good long while to get used to whatever lore they built for this franchise. And as far as I know with Equestria Girls, potentially this being their final special, it certainly did deliver us that mixed bag. But let's focus on the special itself. I'll probably save all of my opinions from all the seasons until the series finale. But where to begin with all this? Well, I guess the one good place to start off with is this is somewhat of a mixed bag. I mean, ideology, I like it off the bat, and even the assumption of it being these characters from a previous film. Like, they brought back the Dazzlings, which we've seen a short film, a little, like, short from Discovery Family that was released. I think it was either the YouTube channel or the Discovery Family Go app that released it. I don't know, it's like, it's really hard to keep track of all this stuff because there are a few EQG specials or shorts, what have you, that are being released on the Discovery Family Go app before it ever hits YouTube. There's like a few number of those that come out first. But it's kind of good they brought back the Dazzlings back, even for a small fraction amount, but I'm not even sure if those were the same actresses from Rainbow Rocks. When I listen to their voices, it almost feels entirely different. Like, they aren't the same actresses. They're like sound-alikes, and sound-alikes often happen in the industry, whether or not it's to replace them due to contractual agreements, like they're only allowed for a certain amount of time, or they just want out of the project entirely. Then they gotta get a sound like. But special overall, mixed. That's all I have to say, and that's really all you could say about Equestria Girls. It is a mixed bag. It's hard to really say which Equestria Girls thing is good out of all of them. From what I've seen, it's at least like the even-numbered films, 2 and 4. I just counted 2, but you get the idea. I believe it's like 2 and 4 that are like the best out of the Equestria Girls like movies. When it comes to their specials, like the dance movie and Mirror Magic specials, they are okay. Not really major, but they're okay. I mean, we've gotten a bunch of like other ones, like Forgotten Friendship and what have you. There's like a few of these I'm trying to remember. There's, again, it's really hard to remember a bunch of these because sometimes it's just like you see them once and then they're just off the minds all of a sudden. And I really hate it when that happens. But what could be done? I mean, if I'm able to remember the Equestria Girls specials, the films, and yes, I'm missing the other half of them. If I'm only able to remember the movies but not the specials, that's kind of a little bit of a troublesome situation. But I've been dragging this video on for a little bit, so I say the episode is certainly a mixed bag. And look forward to next week coming back to MLP, because who doesn't love the franchise? But there are some of those that will be in tears once the show is over. But also to the fact that there are fans that are petitioning to have this show continue. Guys, we do not want another Simpsons. We're good with the 9 seasons we have. But look forward to the other half of the final season. It's going to be a bummer once the show ends, but what can be done? And as much as I don't want to say it, but I'm not going to make it to BronyCon. Yeah, it's just, I don't have a lot of stuff going on right now that I really want to attend this final BronyCon, but flights are expensive from Seattle to Baltimore. Plus, on top of the fact that I have a lot going on my hands is not really that easy. But with that said, what do I think of the special? Well, in final opinion, it's mixed. But that's what you could say about Equestria Girls. It's a mixed bag. But what if your thoughts are on this special, leave them below, and I'll see you next week for the new episodes. And gonna be hard. to say goodbye to this franchise whom we've all grown to love over these past 9 years. It's gonna suck. But we will never forget the big impact that it's left on all of us.